I think it's a very versatile class. I think that unlike the last few years when we had 2 7-footers, this class is a little bit more untraditional. Well, maybe traditional in the way basketball is played now, when all of our forwards can step out and make jump shots, and we got some guys that can really shoot some threes from the forward position, as well as some bigger guards, 6'5", 6'6" guards. So we should be able to play in many different ways and be a versatile team. That's the one thing that we did besides the versatility to try to address it, try to find guys from winning programs. I think in the past we've done that as well, but this year we really concentrate on that because we want to really get over the little hump that we faced last year and past years to get a championship back here. And you need some guys with championship pedigree, some guys that understand what it takes, the little things to win championships, and guys who don't accept losing very well. And I think that with those 3 gentlemen, those 3 freshmen who've had huge team success, I think it'll translate well to us. Well, we were looking for big guys, forwards. I think we addressed that need with 2 graduate transfers with Obi and Armani. And then also we were looking for guys who could score the ball a little bit. I think last year our defensive numbers were pretty good overall and in conference, but we went through scoring droughts, and I think that we addressed those needs. We're finding a couple more scorers to get us through that scoring droughts, a couple more playmakers, I should say. Well, I think forwards are key, because everyone has good guards, all across the country from any level, Division 1, 2, 3, high major, low major. Everyone has good guards. It's usually the forwards that separates, the team. And with us, like you said, with only having 2 guys who have significant minutes with Alex and now, Butler returning, we signed Chris Ford early, who's a freshman. We wanted to get some older guys to get some depth and some experience and things like that to be able to go down there and battle. Yeah, Jermaine Bishop, he's probably the best recruit we've had, probably since I've been here, honestly, as far as accolades coming in. Mm-hmm. He's come from an Atlantic 10 program in St. Louis where he averaged almost 12 points a game. And, his first year he made all-rookie team. Usually on all-rookie team in the Atlantic 10, you're on pace for a pretty good career and probably some kind of pro aspirations as well. So with him transferring to this program, it's going to be a huge boost to the program. He's a great player, great basketball IQ, and even during the summer when he plays, you see the immediate difference on the teams that he plays on. So we really look forward to get him on the court. Armani, he's probably one of the, in quotes, steals that we got, because a lot of times you get graduate transfers and they average 2 points, 3 points, 4 points a game from the place that they came from. But him, he averaged 8 points a game, almost 11 in conference. So he was a big get from us. He's a kid that can really shoot the 3 at 6'7". He can put the ball on the floor. He's a little bit more athletic than people think he is, and he'll get down there and battle for rebounds too. He's not your traditional post player, so you're not going to see a lot of us feeding the ball to him and him going to get a hook shot. But definitely he can stroke the jumper. Joe Bryant, he's like the local hero, at Lake Taylor High School. He's a Norfolk kid. His parents are from Norfolk, born and raised in Norfolk. And he was one of our first signees early. Him having a championship pedigree from Lake Taylor, and should bode well. He's a tough kid, gritty kid. He can really put the ball on the floor. He handles very well. I tell him all the time that he handles like a up north guard, and not like a Virginia guard down south or anything like that. But he can really handle the ball. He can shoot the ball. He's been a pleasant surprise in summer workouts. He does some really good things off the pick and roll. Really good off the bounce. So with him, I think the main thing for him is just getting into a collegiate shape. And getting out of high school shape. He probably has to lose a few pounds, which he will, in the next few months through our strength and conditioning program. BJ, he's a natural scorer, averaged almost 29 points a game in high school. The thing with him is just him getting adjusted to the new level, which a lot of these high school kids have to get adjusted to, is that some of those moves that he made, at Carlisle is not going to work here at a Division I level. So now he's just kind of tinkering and tweaking his game, and that's what the summer is for, and that's what the preseason is for once we start that in a couple of weeks. So hopefully, by the season he'll be ready, but I think you'll really see more strides for him come mid-season. I think that, as we get into MEAC play, I think that, the learning curve should be done by then. Chris Ford has actually been a pleasant surprise during the summer. We thought he was going to be more of a raw type project. But honestly, to his credit, he's a little better than we thought he was, honestly. He can really block shots at a high rate right now, even as a freshman. He'll come in and some summer workouts throughout that hour workout, he'll get 4, 5, 6 blocks on different things and some tremendous blocks. So his motor, his energy is probably one of the highest on our team. He's still coming along offensively. He's still raw in that aspect, but defensively, he's ready to play. Obi, he's a 6'7", almost 6'8", 235, very strong kid, a big body. He can shoot the three pretty well, so he'll be able to stretch out some of these bigger guys that's going to be on him, and he can put the ball on the floor a little bit. I think with him, last year he had injury at Marist, so he's just bouncing back, and he's pretty much at full strength now. But it's just him getting back used to the flow of basketball after being off for a year. But once he does, I think he'll be fine. He's been doing well during the summer, and we look for some big things from him.